Good evening. I'm Henry Wu, for those who don't know me, and thank you for having me. The Best of GU is a concept that's been running for a number of years, and it's become a tradition where in the city that is to host the ANZUP annual meeting each year, in the November prior, we'll have this so-called Best of GU. And this is a joint meeting of ANZUP and USANZ. And the idea of it is to give you a sort of a snapshot of what to expect when this conference comes to your town. I'd like to acknowledge our supporters for this meeting, which is Ipsen, Astellas, AstraZeneca and Merck Sharp and Dohme. So for those who aren't aware, ANZUP is a cancer cooperative trials group and was established to bring together the professional disciplines and groups involved in researching and treating GU cancers. ANZUP performs investigator-led studies and which have been developed by our members, and has become recognised both nationally and internationally. And in particular, I'd like to remind you of how the ENZAMET study, which has really put us on the map, is a study that grew out of the membership of ANZUP and was subsequently published in the New England Journal of Medicine. So it's really given ANZUP a particularly high profile, and following its footsteps, we have other wonderful trials, including therapy and DAZZLE-HiCap, just to name a couple. The ANZUP's mission is to conduct clinical trial research to improve treatment of bladder, kidney, testicular and prostate cancers. Now for the program tonight, we've got a great lineup, and in particular it's quite interesting that we've got Catherine Patterson, who's with us this evening. And when Catherine was invited to the ANZUP meeting this year, she was actually an international guest. And at some time in between being invited and coming to our meeting, she ended up becoming one of us. And she took up an academic academic position at the University of Canberra. Then I guess you got me, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a medley of talks from my very good friend Kelly Parsons, who was a surgical guest at the meeting. And last but not least, we'll have Louise Emmett, who is really one of the people leading the charge in Australia's dominance, as where imaging trials are happening in prostate cancer.